Hi guys, so there is this issue about the call for the president to resign, and yes, the issues that is being raised are very genuine, and it's fine. I'm totally in agreement that yes, the president has failed, but my view of how things are is that let's not make a mistake that it will be going to be so hard for us to correct. It's better to make a wrong move that you are in control, you can correct, like by voting a leader into any leadership position, and then you realize that the person you voted in is not kind of the person maybe they purported to be. So the good thing to do is that wait for the election and then correct the mistakes. But if we decide that yes, we are not going to wait for the elections, we are pushing for the president to resign, and probably he yields to the pressure and resigns. The question is he going to resign with his deputy, or we are pushing for him to resign alone? Okay, fine. Assume he resigns alone. So if he resigns alone, we are going to have deputy president being sworn in as the president. Yes. How much are we anticipating for him to change? Fine. Next question is, if the president and his deputy resigns, then we have the speaker of the parliament being sworn in as the president before the elections happen. So as things stand today, we are in a very bad situation if we choose to go that direction of putting pressure to the president to resign. We rather put pressure on the president to correct the structure of governance, like is reconstituting IBC, and as he reconstitutes IBC, we as the citizen doing civil education about the power of the ballot. By 2027, when we are going to vote during the election period, every citizen who is eligible to vote has been registered as a voter and being made to understood how powerful a vote is and how just a mere voting card can change the destiny of a nation. So mine is, as much as we are calling for the president to resign, that is not a solution for us, because yes, he may resign, but the poor structure of governance we have today is not yet corrected. So and let no one cheat you that the Asimio politicians are better. It's not that they are better. It's because they are viewing things from outside. If probably they could have been in the situation the Kenya Kwanza leaders are, probably they will be the one facing the rat. So this is my position. My position is, yes, we have won by putting pressure on the finance bill. Finance bill has been withdrawn. So the next thing is to put pressure on the government to restructure how institution works. Like if it's cases to do with corruption, there must be a timeline. Like within 6 months, every case has been concluded. How does it make sense that a case takes 10 years? Someone is battling a court case involved in corruption, but the case 20 years, 30 years, what is that? You find someone in court doing a case that's maybe a corruption handle in 1990s. We must be so ruthless in how institution works. Like if it's a corruption case, a maximum of 6 months is enough for case to be determined. Na which other thing? So let's not allow ourselves to put pressure on things that we are going to lose the country. Yes, we may put pressure on the president to resign, we put pressure on the MPs, and at times it reaches a position they feel like it's enough and they leave out. So after them leaving out, what's next? We are going to be in a very chaotic situation. Every as today, everyone says that Gen Z are leaderless. Until the day the president ships out, we are going to see a lot of groups emerging as the leading group, and we are going to be in a very shit situation. There is going to be a very poor structure of how things are going to be, and a lot of civil groups are going to raise up. We are going to have gang leaders, and we are going to lose the country. So we rather accept that yes, we have made a wrong decision of how we voted in the last general election, but how are we going to correct? We are going to correct it by voting in the same ballot. Yeah. So instead of making a wrong decision and then we keep making another wrong decision by calling leaders to resign. Yes, they may resign, but after resigning, currently we don't have IBC in place. So we should be putting pressure to the president to reconstitute the IBC as early as now. Yeah. So the constitution of IBC and then accountability of how taxes, loans, and grants are being used. It's not making sense that we are going to have a budget of $1 billion just to renovate State House. What is it? How much does it cost to construct a new State House? That is equivalent to constructing a new State House. So it doesn't make sense at all that we are using of $1 billion for just renovation, mere renovation, furniture costing $1 billion. That's close to a budget of constructing a new State House. So guys, yes, we have accepted we did made a wrong decision in 2022 general election. Let's not allow ourselves to make a wrong decision by putting our country in a civil war. How we are going to correct our wrongdoing that we did by electing crooks who disguised as leaders is by creating an awareness to the people and making everyone understand that there is power in ballot. How things are going to shape in the country, it depends who is in power, and that position is gotten through the ballot. Thank you so much, guys, and hope we are going to have more of this conversation. We'll be trying to see how things will work out, but I'm wishing the best for the country. The president should just listen to the people, and we don't need a committee of 100 people to just do the right thing. Mr. President, you don't have to constitute a committee of 100 people to do the right thing. Listen to what people are saying. Listen to what people. It's very simple. Paying tax is not the issue. The issue is the accountability of how the taxes are being used. Paying taxes is not the issue. I'm comfortable paying, knowing that when I go to hospital, there is medicine, there is stuff. I'm going to use good roads. availability of things will be so it doesn't make sense when you have to pay for tax in something that at the same you are paying NHIF, but when you go to hospital you are being given prescription to go to a private chemist to buy drugs. What is that? What is the point of paying NHIF if you still have to go and buy medicine from a private entity? So let's say my issue is it's not who is in power. Let the system of governance work. Thank you.